Okay, so let's talk about the poem, The New Colossus, now that you've listened to it. So, our vocabulary that we've got going on is brazen, bold, it stands out, it's proud, there's no shame in this at all. Then we have exile, someone who's been forced to move or stay away from home. So, people can be exiled to other countries, meaning they're not allowed to come back to the US or vice versa. Pomp is cheap, pretentious, vain, kind of like you know it all and you think just think you're cooler than everybody else. Um, Wretched is a very unhappy or unfortunate state. And then we have refuse, thrown away, rejected, I'm not doing it. So let's look at this first line, not like the brazen giant of the Greek fame. So when they're talking about this brazen giant, I'm going to come over and I'm going to create a line underneath here, and I'm going to make it a color. I'm just going to pick red, change the thickness on it just so it stands out. Come over here, and then I am going to say the red line. Actually, I'll make this red so I can highlight this as I'm annotating. Make it red so that it matches the color of the line so I know what we're talking about. So, comparing the Statue of Liberty to the Colossus of Rhodes. And when they're saying this, when they say brazen, they're proud. There's no shame in this statue. We're from Rhodes and we are awesome. With conquering limbs astride from land to land, here are our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand. And right here where we have those words together, and we have sea-washed sunset gates shall stand. Having those words together, that is a alliteration. And alliteration is when no alliteration is when you are using the same letter sound at the beginning. I didn't spell it. I can't really see it. It's too dark. It's when you put the same letter sound at the beginning um, of the word, and you try to make it give it a little pizzazz by doing that. Has the S sound at the beginning of the words. And when people read the poem, and it just kind of helps the interest and the excitement of the poem. Then we have a mighty woman with a torch whose flame. So here we are now switching over to the Statue of Liberty. So here we're talking about Statue of Liberty. I'm going to circle that. Over here to the notes. I'm going to put a circle. And in here, describing the Statue of Liberty. Is the imprisoned lightning and her name, Mother of Exiles? So we found out exiles mean people that are pushed away. So the Statue of Liberty being a female statue, and exile meaning the people are being kicked out of their other country, their home country, and now you are sending people from the other country to the United States from her beacon hand. So her hand, that's the torch. I'm going to put those notes in. So here we have Mother Statue of Liberty. And then exile is saying people from other countries coming to the United States. And the Statue of Liberty is welcoming these people in with this beacon light, this light coming through and shining. Okay, then we have Glow's worldwide welcome. So she's welcoming these people in there. It says right there. Her mild eyes command. So yeah, she may look timid and she may look kind, but she means something. She means business. So I'm going to go over here to my lines again. And welcome people. Welcome people. And if you notice, my notes are not full sentences. Welcome people and strong and kind. Then we have the air bridged harbor that Twin Cities frame. So in New York City, it's divided up into boroughs. And so as boats are coming into Ellis Island or where the Statue of Liberty is located, they're talking about there's bridges there and inviting these people in. Keep ancient lands, your storied pomp cried she. I think it covered up punctuation there. So the ancient land is that those are the countries from the east. The pomp, member, the cheap, the pretentious, like all the stuff that was going on back in your other country that you're coming for. Over here, shoot, there we go. So I'm going to type ancient lands. Lands are countries from the east. With silent lips, so she's not talking, she's not saying you're come, not saying go, she's silent. Give me you're tired, you're poor, meaning I don't care who you are and where you're coming from, you're all invited. So she's mentioning the tired and the poor. Tired, poor, all welcome. Welcome and wanted. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. So, a lot of people were coming from other countries seeking freedom. That's how the United States even began, is people were wanting to break away and wanted their freedom, so they would leave their country to come here. So the Statue of Liberty is this symbol saying, come on, everybody come over here. We're You're going to get your freedom, and you're going to be able to um, just take a deep breath. You finally made it. Then we have the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest tossed, to me. I lift my lamp besides the golden door. So here's the Statue of Liberty holding up this lamp, kind of like saying, hey, come on in. You're welcome.